Hey guys, it's Mark from Signature Campers, and we're in the Sydney showroom at the moment. I've got Nat from Gusto Global with us, and he's flown down from Queensland. He wanted to come and talk to us about the dust reduction system, one that we've been using for a little while now in some of our models. Great little system, and rather than just talking to me, I thought he can share the word with everybody. So thanks for coming down.
No worries, Mark. Thanks for having me, mate. It's been great. I mean, I'm down here, it's wet outside, but I'm glad we're indoors here and to talk about the latest and greatest in dust reduction systems. I mean, this product only weighs 3.8 kilos, so it's the lightest dust reduction system on the market. Yeah, right. 12 volt, washable filters, self-draining, UV protected plastics. Mate, you cannot get a better dust reduction system, allowing more solar on your roof. And if you don't have to cut a hole in your roof and dust reduction system these days, why would you?
We've been out on a few dusty trips where we've had the thing going. It's one of those items that we like because it just works. You don't have to think about it. How does it work? What's it actually doing?
So basically it's 12 volt. It's a simple hit of a switch. It takes 8 seconds to build up pressure. We have a clean filter system in it. So basically we'll pressurise the caravan. We'll blow air out of every vent you have inside that van, outside of that van, consistently, and that will stop any dust getting inside your van. Another little feature to it is a pressure switch in the back of it. So it takes the guesswork out of when do I need to clean my filter. Yeah, right. So the clean filter light will pop on. Beautiful. We know how to, when we clean our filter, it makes life so much easier when you're on the road.
So the benefits of running a powered dust reduction system over one that requires you to be moving, how much air is being pumped in? Why are we using a powered system as opposed to just relying on the movement of the trailer and the airflow?
Sure. Well, obviously the movement of the trailer, if you're, I guess as we're getting older, and I'm getting older by the way, but hanging onto that wheel and going over corros and doing what you're doing and being able to hit that, 30k an hour for instance sake for a product to work like that, yep. Is, it's like, it sort of becomes a bit intense and not enjoyable, I guess, driving down a dusty road. So knowing that you've got something working from literally standing still to in excess of 100k an hour just takes the ease out of driving, I guess you'd say, on the dusty roads,
Yeah, and then so what sort of filter is it? How does the filtration system work to keep the dust out? Because it's obviously sucking a hell of a lot of air in.
It is, yeah. We push this little unit here, it pushes 1,100 cubic metres of air per hour. So it pushes a lot of air. Like your typical range hood, I think, pushes like 200 hypothetically. So it does push a hell of a lot more than that. The filtration system, it's a washable filter. It's made up of a woven cotton gauze. So we want people to be able to use it. Sure, wash it, but wash it, let it dry. In my idea of things is to have a backup filter. It's always good idea to have something backed up in every way, right?
Yeah, absolutely. This is obviously our new Nulla, which is our new family hybrid. It's part of our new range that we're launching, which is a whole new construction method, basically new technology, new features. Some of our trailers are running new 48 volt systems, everything else like that. Using another premium product to basically build all of that sort of stuff into the camper. Looks good, does the job, gives you peace of mind, works without you having to think about it. They're all sort of ticks in our book.
Yeah.
But you might not know is we've actually brought you down to try something. So we actually use a smoke machine, which is what we use to test a lot of our seals and a lot of the sort of compression latches and bits and pieces like that. And
sounds good.
And
looking forward to it.
Put your new toy, or not new toy, but basically your toy to the test.
Yeah, sounds fantastic.
Let's have a crack, guys.
Let's do it. That's a good shot. Yeah. See how it's about. We want it actually
So it might look a little bit crazy, and it might look like we've just put Bob Marley in the trailer for an evening, but there is actually method to the madness in this, and it's part of the reason, and this is the point where I get to actually toot my own horn, but it's part of the reason why you go with a camper like a Signature Camper, where we do so much of our work in Australia. We have a much better understanding of the demands of the roads in Australia, and there's not just waterproof testing, smoke testing, and this is replicating basically all the weakest points, the ingress points inside the camper trailer, and why we need dust reduction systems, why we want to use different design compression latch doors, why we want to check basically all of those areas where dust can get in, or in this case, smoke can get out. And I reckon I'm going to go back and check some of these other weak points in the camper to know that when you pick your camper up, it's going to be nice and tight. Make sure this Gusto dust reduction system is working the way it should, and all of our other components are working just the way they should. I'm not getting in there though at the moment. Look at that.
Okay, here we are. So as Mark said before, we've smoked the crap out of the new Nalu, and we've got the Gusto Dust Reduction System Pro going. And as you can see, the smoke coming out of this van, you would not believe the nooks and crannies this gets out. And this is the thing that people don't understand. When they don't have a dust reduction system in, the dust is doing the opposite. The dust is coming in. All the areas that you see here, there's smoke coming out. So today, as you can see, you can hear the little alarm, the smoke alarm going off inside. We know that we have filled this van with smoke, and we are pushing that much smoke out of this van. It is incredible. That will give you a great idea and understanding just how good this product is. One of the beauties about the Gusto dust reduction system is that it's on the sidewall of your caravan, which makes it so easy to be able to get to your filtration system. For stainless steel captive screws, we recommend using a Phillips head screwdriver. I've just loosened these off for torquing purposes, but once you've undone the 4 captive screws, it's a simple, the face comes directly off the front of the unit, allows you to get to your filtration system. We've got a couple of pull tabs here that run east-west on the unit. Simply grab the pull tabs, out it comes. We recommend you either wash it down, but in all circumstances, it's always great to have a backup filter. So if you don't want to wash it down, you can quickly swap it over. And if you enjoy a cold beer of an afternoon like I do around a campfire, wash it out while you're just chilling out enjoying that cold beer. Put the filtration system back in, front face back on, tighten up the 4 screws, and you're straight back on the road enjoying that red dust.
Here's a tip for young players. Australia's ultimate fart extraction system as well. Don't tell Gusto I told you that, but that one's for you.